Hi everyone, welcome to my stream. Today we're doing something just a little bit different. Um yeah, normally I play a game. Normally I've got, some interaction with the chat, things like that. Um but today we are going to be celebrating Christmas a little bit. Uh my fiance got me the Hot Ones. Um, let's see if I can get this in frame. Hot Ones season 28 um lineup for their hot sauces for the season. So I'm gonna be going through that. She also got me a 3 pack um just kind of sampler one that had their classic sauce, which isn't in the 28 lineup. They say that's a 2 out of 10, so I put it here after the season 28s too. So it's gonna go 1, 2, then that classic. Then they also have the original buffalo hot sauce from that 3 pack, which also says it's a 2 out of 10. So I put it at 4. And then that sauce also included just a small little bottle of the Last Dab Experience, which is over 91% Pepper X. So that's going to be fun. I haven't tried that one. I have not tried the Last Dab Armageddon, which is the number 10 that they had in the season 28. So I'm going to put this one just before the actual one from season 28. So this will be our last sauce of the night. Actually, do that as the last dab. I have had the last dab Apollo, which was really good. It was a delicious sauce. So, I'm looking forward to this. I also have my homemade buffalo sauce, which I have put in right behind their buffalo sauce from that 3 pack, just so I can kind of compare them and see which one I like better. I think we all know which one's going to be better. Um, and which one's hotter. Um, I don't actually have like a Scoville rating for those 3 sauces or my buffalo sauce, but the season 28 lineup came with like this whole thing here that's got some description. So I'll read that off as I go through those ones. And it does tell us how many Scoville units each one of these sauces is supposed to be. So that'll be fun to do as we try to get through these. I'm going to be dying. I didn't have, I do have, so the wings that I ordered, they're not actual wings. I got some, just chicken bites from Dave's Hot Chicken. Um, I will be doing like a formal like lineup with somebody else recording me here eventually where I do my homemade wings. I season them with my proprietary wing seasoning and then sauce each wing by tossing them. Um and get them like fully evenly coated and all that. Today, what we're going to be doing is I've got just some blank bowls. I only have 3 of these, so I'm probably going to have to rinse them out in the middle of it. But I'm just going to open each one of these. I haven't opened any of them yet, so a lot of this video is just going to be me fumbling with wrappers because I didn't plan ahead before I went live. I'm going to get a knife because that'll help at least with that. Um, Give me 3 seconds. All right, got my pocket knife. That'll help. Um, So we'll use that to open these and we will lightly just sauce each of these into a bowl. As the bowl, like I will stab one of these with a fork and then sauce it. I think if I put it right here, maybe right here, you can see me saucing it. So that might be a good place for it. You can all see my dips. Oh, I was gonna say I have the Dave's sauce. I like that as a like a dipping sauce, but I will take a bite of it without any like I also have blue cheese, which is my favorite like cooling sauce to eat wings with. Some people like ranch, I like blue cheese. But I will try to take a bite first without any kind of cooling sauce. I have a Dr. Pepper to drink when my mouth is on fire. And as we get later up in this, I imagine I'm gonna be panic running for the milk, and I can only drink milk if it's ice cold straight out of the fridge. Otherwise, I'd pour a glass and have it waiting. But it has to be ice cold. I can't drink even slightly warm milk. I also have some bread, so that might help if it gets out of control. But I think we're just gonna suffer through this. I have done the or Da Bomb before. This one includes the new Da Bomb that they've been using, the Da Bomb Evolution. I have been using, or I have had Da Bomb Beyond Insanity before. And that is rough. I have recorded myself eating that. I have suffered through that. Um, you know what I need is like some Kleenex, probably because my nose is gonna be running, and some paper towels. So I'll be right back after I get those as well. All right, I am back. Got some paper towels. Not that I'm anticipating this to get too messy. But I also got Kleenex, which is the most important part because I know how my nose likes to run when I eat really spicy foods. So, with that being said, I think my chicken wings are already cold. I had to refry them. I should have waited till I had this stream going, or at least getting ready to go, um, because they were ice cold by the time I got them delivered. So I threw them in the fryer for a couple seconds, just long enough to heat them up. But now they're already cold again, which is unfortunate. Um, when I do the actual event, oh my god, I literally grabbed this knife to prevent this from happening. When I actually do it, like with my wings and all that, and they'll be bone-in wings because that's the way I prefer them. Um, then I will make sure to sauce them well, while they're hot, so that it's not too gloopy or thick of a sauce, which is something I don't particularly care for. So hopefully, we're gonna end up with a lot of garbage here. Is what's gonna end up happening. Hopefully, uh, none of these sauces are designed to be eaten like while the chicken is like particularly hot. Because I know sometimes you can lose a little bit in flavor if you eat it while it's cold. So, um, all right, got the wrapper off of this first one. So let's go. Let's dive into this. This first one is Dawson's hot sauce coffee date. It's um, let's read what it says about it. It says that it's 1900 Scoville units. It says, oh, sorry, a rich and aromatic Turkish coffee inspired sauce. Notes of freshly brewed coffee, sweet dates, pomegranate molasses, and smoked limes come together for a luxurious low heat start to the season. So let's get this thing going. All right. So we've got our chicken, and it looks like we're all on camera here. So I'm just gonna pour a light amount over it, try to like coat the whole thing without wasting too much. I don't like an undersauced wing anyway, so I don't mind. Like if they're a little oversauced, I would rather have an oversauced wing than an undersauced wing, personally. That's one of the things I don't like about Buffalo Wild Wings is when you go, like you have to get a side of all the sauces you order because they notoriously undersauce. All right, that's probably good. Um, it's got a good amount of it on there. It will be enough to get a good feel for this. I have not tasted any of these sauces, by the way. Um, well, that's not true. I have had the classic before, but I haven't had their buffalo. I haven't had their tropical amarillo. Um, and I haven't had their sriracha ones. So those are all their ones. And as far as the like other brands, I don't really know any of these ones. So we're gonna, quickly mix this up in there. Try to act like we tossed it a little bit. Um, get that nice and evenly coated as if it was a tossed wing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like rinse these out in between every like third wing. So that's gonna get annoying. I wish I had more of these little glass bowls. I should have bought them. I only have like 7 or 8 of them. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bite off the back end of this one because it's a little bit bigger. Get my impression of it, and then maybe see if I think it would pair well with some blue cheese. I might dip it in blue cheese or Dave's sauce. See where we're at. All right, here we go. Start to the season 28 lineup with Dawson's Coffee Date hot sauce. So here we go. Mm, mm. Immediately, I see one big problem with this plan. All these sauces are cold, and because my wings are a little cold, it's not a pleasant mouth feel. It feels like eating cold wings, which is fine. I guess it's not the end of the world, but I like my food very hot. Flavor wise though, this is delicious. It has like a front heavy note of the coffee, which isn't my favorite. I'm not much of a coffee person to begin with. Um, like I don't dislike coffee, but I don't go out of my way to drink it. I might have like a mocha or like a pumpkin spice latte or something during the fall. But coffee's not really my go-to thing. But it's got great flavor. It's not overwhelming the coffee, it just hits you first. That's the first thing you get is that coffee right at that front note. And then the sweetness comes through really well. I don't know. What did it say was the heat source for this one? It doesn't. I don't even know what they're using for heat here. It just says coffee, dates, pomegranate molasses, and smoked limes. So I don't even know what they're using for heat here. But it's not much. There's almost no heat to this one. You could eat this all day. There is a little bit original, like right when you bite in, something in there. They must have like jalapenos or something like a mild pepper that they're using, but it doesn't come through heavy at all. Mm. Mm. I really like that one. Like, that's a good, like, just sweet, flavorful sauce. Like, you're not in the mood for something that's gonna melt your face, but you just want something good. That'd be good. That's good. That'd be a great rub on like some barbecue chicken or like maybe even on like some pork or something like that you were gonna grill. Like I could imagine anything that has any kind of char would pair well with that sauce. So, like anything grilled would be really good. So I definitely think that is a good option there. Hey, baby, I'm glad you're watching because this is fun. Thank you again for my Christmas gift. I appreciate it. I love it. I don't know if you saw my Facebook post about it earlier, but no, I really do love it. It's nice to have somebody that knows me well enough to know what it is that I would like and knows that a hot sauce lineup from Hot Ones is exactly what I would want for Christmas. So thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. And yeah. So we're on to number two. And I should have opened these. Now I'm holding a fork, which makes it even harder. And my phone's going off. And let's see here. I think I will mute that for the remainder of this video, even though I don't like to mute my phone because Nevea sometimes calls unexpectedly. But I would like to get through this without too many interruptions, so she might just have to call back a different day. She doesn't usually call till after like 7:30, so I feel like we got an hour, which is a good length of time to do this, unless I waste the whole time trying to get these stupid wrappers off. Ow! Ooh, that one's sharp. It got under my nail. That hurt. Poor Amine. I know you guys have heard me on my stream telling Amine to stay out of things, but I haven't really given you guys a chance to meet her. Um, I should bring her up and put her on the stream one of these times. She's a great cat. She just likes to get into things a lot, which can be annoying. But she went to the vet today, and so she's not doing great. She got spayed. Um, and so she has a cone of shame on, and she hates it. Okay, so we are on to our number two. Um, this one is Savior Foods Crema Matcha, and it comes in at 5,500 Scovilles. And it says Crema Matcha is a creamy, garlicky aioli style dipped sauce with avocado oil, Peruvian limo and amarillo chilies, garlic, and toasted sesame seeds. It has a savory, nutty, and or it says it's savory, nutty, and endlessly dippable, a must-have for fries, tacos, and sandwiches. Which it's weird that it doesn't include chicken wings, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, this would be good with sandwiches. Ooh, that's got a definite like sandwich scent to it. I like that. It, the garlic there is definitely one of the primary flavors that comes through. So let's get this one on there. It's really thin, so be ready for that if you get this one. Um, don't need to put quite as much because that's gonna coat really well. All right, here we go. Set that there for a second. Let's get this all over that. A little more on the top here. Like I said, I can't handle a dry wing, so I don't like to be able to see any dry breading when I do my wings. All right, here we go. Number two, the what was it? Savior Foods Crema Matcha. I'm not really a big fan of matcha, so let's see how this goes. Hmm. Hmm. Definitely kind of hmm, what you would expect from anything that calls itself matcha flavor. It tastes like matcha. If you like matcha, I bet you would like this. I don't know. It's not my favorite. I wouldn't want to eat it too much. Actually, hmm, that's a weird one. Once you swallow, all the heat kind of hits. Um, it all hits at once. All the heat. Um, and that heat works with the matcha flavor. Like that's really weird. It's a completely different kind of thing. I haven't had anything like it. The upfront matcha flavor is too strong. But once that heat kicks, once you swallow, and it's a very mild heat, by the way, like it barely registers, but it's there. Like I said, once you swallow it, you can start to feel it on your tongue. Um, I wonder. This one I think is one I think would pair well with some blue cheese. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna dip it just a little bit. I don't want to overpower it with that funk of the blue cheese. But I think that this will be a good combination. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the creaminess of the blue cheese, that, like, strong blue cheese flavor that you get that's familiar from blue cheese, mm, that definitely helps mild that out, that matcha flavor. It mellows it a bit, and, I really feel like that's a combination right there. That hits. I would eat that again with blue cheese. I would not eat it again without. So, take from that what you will. Um, yeah. Oh man, that was really good. Okay, so that was the number 2. So, the way I'm looking at this, they didn't label these ones the same as these ones. The Hot Ones sauces always have like a score out of 10. So like the classic is a 2 out of 10, the buffalo is a 2 out of 10. The garlic sriracha is a only a 3 out of 10. Um, but it was supposed to be the number 3 in this lineup. The uh tropical amarillo one is a 6 out of 10. Um, and then obviously the last dab ones are 11 out of 10. So, I'm assuming this is a 1, like, it really was, like, a 1 out of 10. So, if we're saying, like, this is an 11, this is, like, a 9 or a 10, the bomb is I mean, I don't know why they put that at the 8 slot, but if we go in order of the way they do it as, like, 1 point higher, this would obviously be a 2 out of 10. Well, the next 2 are also 2 out of 10. So, you got the classic, which is gonna be our number 3, and then we'll go rinse out these bowls so that we can, keep going. Um, and that'll only take me like 3 seconds. I'm just gonna quickly rinse them and wipe them with a paper towel. They don't have to be super clean. I'm not sanitizing them in between every sauce. I just don't wanna contaminate one flavor with another. Um, I know you don't like blue cheese, love. Um, it's it's one of those things that, like, that funk from the blue cheese is a like, it's used to enhance and modify other flavors. Like, I won't go take a bite out of, like, a wheel of blue cheese. I know some people who would, but I will not. But I love blue cheese dressing, especially with wings. It pairs well with things, especially with my buffalo sauce. My buffalo sauce is literally designed to pair with my wing seasoning. Like I catered them to each other so that they would pair perfectly. And then my buffalo sauce pairs perfectly with blue cheese as well. Um, so like the wings with my seasoning and my buffalo sauce on them, dipped in blue cheese, it's the perfect mouthfeel, perfect flavor combination, that perfect creaminess of the buttery buffalo sauce and the blue cheese. It's designed to be a whole experience. So, um, let's see here. So we're on to number 3, which is Hot Ones original, the classic. It's basically their Frank's Red Hot, their Tabasco, their Tapatio. It's just a normal hot sauce. It says it's 2 out of 10. This one doesn't have a description, obviously, because it came from that 3 pack. But I think that's enough of a description, honestly. It's probably uh, a cayenne pepper based sauce, just like Frank's and everything else, I imagine. Um, let's see what it says on here. Oh wait, here we go. It said, oh, it's got chili de arbol in it. So that's good. So, all right, it smells good. Smells just like any hot sauce. I love hot sauce though, so that doesn't bother me at all. Oh, it's really thin. This might even be thinner than Tabasco, which in my opinion is the thinnest of the hot sauces. Um, and that's not necessarily a good thing. I mean, it could be. It's great on things like eggs. Um, like, my daughter Nevea, she asks me for spicy eggs, um, which is just while I'm frying her egg, I put a couple drops of Tabasco on it. Um, and whenever I make her an omelet or something like that, I mix the Tabasco into the eggs while I'm whipping them up before I make the omelet. So, all right, here we go. Um, the hot ones, original, the classic. Mm, that was just gonna fall apart. I had to take the whole thing. Mm, mm. I think the hardest thing about being on hot ones would be chewing up and swallowing your food quickly enough to answer their questions, 'cause I don't like to talk with my mouth full. Um, but if they're asking me questions, it'd be a problem. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go rinse these 3 dishes. Oh, let me give you my opinion of that. It was fine. There was, like, no heat to it. It's way too sweet in my opinion. Um, I think that the after heat from the creamy crema matcha one was hotter than the original, the classic. So, I mean, that was their number 2. I would imagine that it would have been behind this one if they were in the same lineup. Although they have said on the show that they don't necessarily, um, always go, um they don't always necessarily go in the hottest to hottest, like hotter, 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 hottest kind of, order. Sometimes they do it in a way that they think that the notes from one will pair well off of the previous one. So, because you're still gonna have some of that in your mouth. So, the way that they build, the way that they play off of each other, they really take the time to curate the lineup in a way that it plays well together. So, it might be that they didn't intend, for, you know, this one to necessarily be that hot or whatever. And like I said, I put it in number 3 because, um, their number 3, which was the sriracha pickled garlic one, it says it's a 3 out of 10, whereas the classic and the original buffalo, both say they're 2 out of 10, so I put it before that one. So I figure it's gotta be like a 2 or a 3. Um, so I'm just working off of that the way that I am, and it's fine. And that one, it's got good flavor. The chili comes through really, really well. What else is in this one? It's got the chili de arbol, um it's got vinegar, apple cider vinegar, which is pretty heavy, and then garlic and turmeric. Um, so yeah, the vinegar, the apple cider vinegar is really heavy in that one. You definitely pick that up pretty forward in that. And then the chili de arbo is another one. I'm not a big fan of vinegar, so maybe that's why I don't like that one that much. It's really like all you taste, that and the chili de arbo. You don't really get a lot of the garlic or turmeric from that one. So not my favorite, but it's a good sauce and I would eat it again. So I'm gonna go rinse these 3 bowls really quickly, and I will be right back, and we'll continue. Oh, watch out, Amine! Don't be right behind me. You're not as quick as All right, I'm back. I will say that the heat, like cumulative heat from all 3 of those together, like I am starting to feel it a little on my tongue. Not bad, like it's not painful or anything, but I do notice that it's there. So next, we're gonna be on to the second of the 3 sauces from that 3-pack, um, that Elizabeth got for me. Um, the original buffalo sauce. Um, I have to say I'm a little biased when it comes to buffalo sauce. I've spent, I'm 41 years old, and I've spent the better part of my life perfecting my buffalo sauce recipe. I mean, I have put hours and hours and hours into trying different additions, subtractions, ratios. Um, Tested it out on friends, family, um, coworkers, neighbors. Um, just really trying to get a feel for what people like in a buffalo sauce. And I think I've nailed it. I feel like I've got it perfect. Like I said, mine is designed to pair with the seasoning that I use. So if you just eat it by itself, I feel like it's missing something. But I've tried adding those ingredients into the buffalo sauce, and it just doesn't work. Something about cooking your wings in oil. Well, I season them and bake my wing. Like when I do bone-in wings, I season them with my wing seasoning, then I bake them, and then I fry them, and then while they're fresh out of the fryer, I sprinkle them with a little more of my wing seasoning. So, but something about cooking them with the wing seasoning and that combination of it hitting that like hot oil on the wings changes the flavor a little bit, and then it pairs well with the actual buffalo sauce. So, obviously this one is just a buttery, garlicky, cayenne buffalo sauce. It's just normal buffalo sauce. It's just their rendition of it. Um doesn't really have much in the way of description on this one. Um the main ingredient is a cayenne pepper mesh. So it's got aged red cayenne peppers, distilled vinegar, and salt and butter. They add some sweet cream and rice vinegar as well. Red bell peppers, celery, molasses, garlic powder, chipotle powder, smoked paprika, chia seeds, and habanero pepper. So I mean, it's got a little bit more. I think it's got more than the traditional um, buffalo sauce really kind of has. So it's gonna be. I can imagine this is gonna be very flavorful. It's only a 2 out of 10, so it's probably doesn't have a whole lot of heat. All that heat comes from cayenne pepper, which I don't even consider to be like a hot sauce. This is obviously much thicker than any of the sauces we've had before, which is because it's got a butter base, which mine also has a butter base, so I like that. I think actually to be a buffalo sauce, it needs to have a butter base. I think that's part of what makes a buffalo sauce instead of just like a normal cayenne hot sauce. Um, but I could be wrong about that. I don't know anything about the history of buffalo sauce. I mean, I do a little bit, but not to the point where I know if it has to have butter to be called buffalo sauce or not. But that's what makes this so thick, is that it's got that butter in it. All right, here we go. I don't know that I'm going to be able to take a bite out of this one. Maybe if I corner here, because I would like to try this with blue cheese to see how it pairs. Okay, here we go. Hot Ones Classic Buffalo. Hmm. Not really a fan of the chipotle powder in that. Maybe it's the smoked paprika as well. It's too smoky. Like that's my complaint with this buffalo sauce. It's too smoky. Um, yeah, not enough heat. Way less heat than my buffalo sauce. By the way, like that. If that's a 2 out of 10, I might have to move mine up in the lineup. Put it, but I want them next to each other. I want to compare them, so I'm gonna keep it right here. But that's gonna mess with the gradual increase of heat because mine is a significant step up. Mine's like a 4 or 5, I think, but that's okay. Let's try this with a little bit of blue cheese to see how that. Hmm, interesting. That's interesting. That's really interesting the way that that pairs. Well, the smokiness is still too strong. It still comes through and overwhelms everything else. From the chipotle and the smoked paprika. Um, the sweetness is a bit too much too. And I think that comes from the bell peppers. Um, maybe a little bit from the vinegar as well, like and molasses. But once again, you don't get much in the way of garlic. This is supposed to have habanero powder in it as well, but it's not very hot. So I don't know. I'm not impressed with that as far as buffalo sauces go. Um, yeah. For the next one, that's gonna be my buffalo sauce. Um, I use butter. I melt that. Mix it with some seasonings. I've got cayenne. Um, I use fresh garlic. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Um, or Worcestershire sauce for those of you who are not phonetically obsessed like I am. Um, let's see here. What else? I lost my train of thought. Garlic, cayenne. Um, I have a little bit of Carolina Reaper powder that I put in there, and then I make my own cayenne sauce that's like a kind of like a mix of like between like Frank's Red Hot sauce and Tabasco. It's kind of thin, but it's just a cayenne pepper based sauce that I use as kind of the main body of my sauce here, and then I just season it with a little bit of salt, garlic powder, paprika, just a lot of different things. But you might be able to see in here if I can find it. Like I don't know if this is gonna come across well. On here on the fork, that's a little piece of garlic, so you can see I just do kind of like a rough mince on my garlic. Um, so as you're eating this, um, that's good. You get that like garlic pop of those because what I do is I melt the butter and then I kind of poach the minced garlic in it briefly. And a little bit of red pepper flakes in there as well to just let those bloom. But not so long that they start to burn, obviously, because then it'll get bitter. Um, and then I mix everything else in there. So um, I'm obviously very familiar with this sauce. Like I said, it's been the work of my entire life to perfect this. Um, and it's a sauce I desperately love. And I would just dunk this whole thing in there, to be honest, and get it really thick. But I'm trying to keep this pretty even in the amount of um, sauce on a wing. It's gonna not get on the bottom here. I guess if I just put a little extra on top, it won't be that bad. Okay, maybe around the rim there. Oh, there we go. That's working. All right, that's too much sauce. All right, that's way that's way more than I put on for any other wing. Let's try to get as much of that off as we can. There we go. That's actually not too bad. Normally this sauce would be um tossed on some fresh hot wings right out of the fryer, which melts that butter a little bit, so it's a little more smooth. It's not so thick. Um, But it's at this consistency, it's great dip for, like, if you have boneless wings or something like this and you just like to dip your wings in a sauce, it's perfect for that at this level. So it should be really good. But yeah, like I said, I think it's probably like a 5, 4 or 5, maybe a 6 on the heat level compared to what's here. I do use a little bit of that Carolina Reaper powder. I made this batch for my neighbors, so I went a little light on that. So this one might be like a 4. Normally for me, if I'm just doing it myself, I make my buffalo sauce at like probably like a 6 or a 7. So here we go. Mm, so good. First thing there is obviously not nearly as smoky. Um, mm, more heat right in the front, but also more in the back as that heat like lingers from that Carolina Reaper powder. Um, it's more garlic flavor. A lot less vinegar. I don't use a lot of vinegar in my buffalo sauce, just enough to preserve it, just enough to give it that kick. This is very heavy on the vinegar. Um, and then obviously, like I said, meant to pair with the blue cheese. It's going to be a lot more creamy. Although when it's or when it's this cool and it's on cool wings, it's already kind of creamy because it's thicker. But it's going to have that like funk that blue cheese really like benefits from with buffalo sauce, like, they pair well together, so mm, so good, just absolutely so good, and that's not me tooting my own horn, I mean, it is a little bit, but it's just the best buffalo sauce I've ever had, and I always get upset when I go somewhere else, and the only thing they really have that's worth having on their wings, if I go to, like, a pizza place and get some wings, and it's, like, barbecue, buffalo, and, like, mango habanero, which is not a combination I really enjoy, um and I'm kinda stuck getting their buffalo sauce, and it's always disappointing, and so, I don't know, maybe I'm just biased. Like I said, I'm biased, so take that for what it is. Um, so that was our 4th wing, or no, 5th wing, we did both the buffalo sauces. So now we've done 5 wings. Um, we're gonna move on to what would have been their 3rd. So now we're kinda doing a jump back. This does say it's 3 out of 10 spicy, so that's higher than either their classic or their buffalo sauce. So it might be we'll see where it compares to my buffalo sauce is what we'll do. I don't need this knife. That one had perforation on it, which thank you, Hot Ones, for considering your clients and the convenience. All right. So this one is Hot Ones pickled garlic sriracha hot sauce. So this one is one of the ones that was part of the lineup. So they actually have like a list here. They say that this one is 18,000 Scoville units. I feel like the measurement system for these is skewed. If I think they say that one Scoville unit is like the equivalent of like an average pepper. Um, but that seems excessive. 18,000? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I should probably learn. Should look it up. But I'm not going to because that sounds like a lot of work. But this one is 18,000 Scoville units. It says pickled garlic sriracha isn't your average sriracha. This ripe red jalapeno based sauce gets a splashy twist from key lime, pickly garlic, and a hint of dill for a tangy kick. So we'll see where that one lands us. It's got a nice red color, which I already like better. I like a good deep red. It gives you the impression that the wing is going to be hot. Like even if it's not hot, like you think, "Oh man, that looks hot." And I like that. So, all right. This one's thinner than the buffalo sauce one, so that's good. Ooh, I can already smell that sriracha. That smells really good. Very garlic forward, like really, really flavorful. Like that's fragrant. I like that. I like a wing you can smell before you even get it up to your mouth. All right, that should be good. Evenly mixed over the surface of this wing. I don't know that any of these are gonna pair well with the Dave's sauce. I usually just use it with a dry wing, with just their seasoning powder on it, but I don't know, I grabbed it because I they sent some with the wings, so I thought, "Oh, might as well have it on hand." Alright, so here we go, we got the what was it? Garlicky or pickled garlic sriracha. So here we go. Mm, mm, I like that one. Mm. It's got a pickly flavor to it. So you got that vinegar, you got that salt, like that kind of brininess. The dill that they add to it, it feels like you're eating like a dill pickle and like oh, like if you were to take a breaded chicken patty, put it on a bun with sriracha sauce and pickles, and just had like a pickle, like a chicken sandwich, just pickles sriracha on a bun. That's what this tastes like. And it's not bad. I'm here for it. Like I honestly would eat that chicken sandwich all day long. Give me a nice crispy breaded chicken breast that's pounded really thin so it's not too thick. And put some sriracha on it and give me nice crisp dill pickles. Yeah, that's what this is reminding me of. The garlic there is very heavy. It's a little more garlicky than normal sriracha, but it's really good. And I can't imagine it wouldn't pair well with blue cheese. Hmm. It doesn't need the blue cheese. It's better without, honestly. I mean, the blue cheese is fine. It's good, but that sauce shines on its own. It doesn't need anything else. It's a good sauce. Hmm. Yeah, way to go, Hot Ones. Hot Ones, their partner Heatonist. I think that's who does these for them. All their signature sauces, I think, are Heatonist sauces. So yeah, that's really good. Kudos on that one. I would eat that one again and again and again. Really, really into that one. Next one. Oh, spice wise, it's definitely more than these ones, less than this one, but only marginally. I If this is a 3, this batch might be like a 5. Like maybe like a high 4. 4.5. It's like a 4.5. This one is supposed to be a 4. This would have been their 4th slot. Um this one has so much writing all over it that I literally don't know what it's called. I will read it off of the card. Um Oh, great. It's in a foreign language. Just kidding. It is in Spanish, but, that's pretty common with hot sauces. It's, um, Chile Lengua de Fuego, um, is I think the brand, and then this specific flavor is called Passiflora, and it's 28,000 Scoville units. And it says Passiflora is a complex blend of passion fruit, smoked onion, Honduran cane sugar, and Scotch bonnet peppers. I love a good Scotch bonnet. Tropical and complex with an ever evolving flavor profile. This number 4 sauce balances heat and fruit in a fresh new way. I'm looking forward to that. That sounds good, especially with everything else that we've had. A little bit heavy on the like normal. I say normal, like, yeah, like sriracha, Frank's Red Hot, Tabasco, like those are household names. Tapatio, they're things that everybody has, and I feel like a lot of the sauces we've had so far, um, are pretty common with that. Even buffalo sauce. I mean, you can find buffalo sauce anywhere. So I don't feel like we've had a lot of good original flavors. We had the coffee one, we had the matcha one, and those were great. They were fine, good flavors. Not so fond of the matcha till it was paired with the blue cheese. But still. Um, so I'm looking forward to something that's a little bit passionate, like, tropical, fruity. I think this is gonna be good. It's a green sauce, which is weird. I'm not a big fan of green sauces on my wings, but ooh, I don't know. What is that? Oh, it's the smoked Vidalia onion. There's Nevaeh calling. I'm gonna have to tell her I'm not able to play right now. Hold on one second, guys. Nevaeh, Hey, I can't play right now. I'm doing something. I'm doing a spicy wing challenge. Look, all the spicy sauces. I'm I will call you when I'm done. It might be a little bit though, like another half hour or so. But I'm recording it, so I'll put it on my YouTube channel so you can watch it. I am 5'8". How tall is Tucker? Oh, nice. He's almost as tall as me. That's cool. No, just under. Okay, so I'll call you back when I'm done with my video, but I am recording it, so I'll put it on YouTube when I'm done. It's on my Twitch, but you guys aren't on my Twitch. Like you so but I will record it. No, because you guys don't have Twitch on your tablets to watch. Well, you can look. If you do, it's Perrin84 if you have it. All right, I got to go cuz they're waiting for me to finish it. I'll call you in a little bit. I love you. Okay. Sorry about that. We're back. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this has smoked Vidalia onion, and that's the main scent that you get when you smell this. It's very strong, very forward in this flavor profile. Um, all right, here we go. Oh, that's really thin. Oh, that's too much. That's okay. All right, here we go. Let's get that evenly covering all of that. All right, here we go. This is our number 7 out of 14, so this is our halfway point. But it was only their number 4. So here we go. Mm. Mm. Ooh, I like the way that heat hits. What is their heat? Oh, right, that's a Scotch bonnet. Yeah, that hits like a Scotch bonnet too. Mm, that's really good. That's the first one I would say is actually spicy, like, other than my buffalo sauce. Like, that's got some heat to it. Um, yeah, I can imagine during the show you'd hit that. They'd ask you some really embarrassing question or something, and it would throw you off your game for sure. Like, that's definitely hitting well and hard. I like that one. I don't know if I wanna even try that one with the buffalo sauce. Or I mean, not buffalo I mean, blue cheese. That's really good. I think I'm just gonna eat that one by itself. Mm. It's got that dry heat that Scotch bonnets are known for. It's really good. Really, really good. Love it. Mm, that's really good. Cool. Yeah, that one's you know what? I don't need anything to drink. I was just gonna get something to drink just because I could. Okay, that's the third one. So I gotta go rinse these out again. I will be right back. I wish I had an extra hand. All right, one moment. All right. So I said I don't need a drink of my Dr. Pepper. Um, and I don't, but it's gonna help. Like that one, like that one really like it lingers. That Scotch bonnet, it lingers in the back of your throat and on the very tip of your tongue. And Dr. Pepper's not the best. I've learned that a long time ago. Um, the acidity from the soda like reactivates the heat in your mouth, the capsaicin and things like that from the peppers. Um, and it really it doesn't help, but it's cold, it's ice cold, and it's thirst quenching, and it also will wash away whatever is like remnant in my mouth of that. It will be hotter briefly. Um, I don't need the drink. I'm just thirsty, and um, the heat is creating like a lot of saliva, and I'd like to rinse it down. So if nothing else, I need water or something, which is I would rather drink one of these bottles of I'd rather drink the entire Last Dab Armageddon than have a glass of water. So I don't need the milk. I don't need this, but I am thirsty. And like I said, it helps rinse out my mouth. So um, we're halfway through. We're on to what would have been their number five. And this one's got a cool looking like cat on the on the label or something like that. Yeah, I want to say cat. It's like a cougar or a panther or something. Ugh. I swear, Hot Ones chooses all the other sauces based on which ones don't have perforations um on these seals. Okay, so this one, their number five is Neil's Real Deal Chimichurri Habanero. It comes in at 48,000 Scoville units. Chimichurri. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Okay. Chimichurri Habanero is Argentinian inspired herb forward with a fiery twist from habanero and ghost pepper. A savory medium heat sauce that's bold and bright, perfect for grilled meats or veggies. I'm gonna start eating these bigger ones. Save the smaller ones for later. I should have done that from the beginning. Ooh, this one smells really good. It smells herby. Yeah. It said it's herb forward, and they're not kidding. It's very good. Oh, that smells really good. I imagine that would be good on anything. That would be good on if it tastes as good as it smells, like that would be amazing for like marinating uh like a skirt steak or a flank steak for like some like maybe like Hispanic inspired tacos or something like that. Like yeah, I could see that on that really well actually. All right, there we go. That one's a good one too. It doesn't require a lot of sauce to coat well. It literally is thin enough to get into all the nooks and crannies, but thick enough to also not run all off of the chicken. So I like this one just for a consistency, scent wise. Like That's really good. That's making my mouth water. It smells so good. It has a familiar scent to it, like something I've eaten. Like I must have eaten as a child. Like it's not registering to me what it is, but it's bringing back like nostalgia. Like it's giving childhood memory vibes. I don't know, like good ones, which is weird because I don't have a lot of good childhood memories. But something I ate at a formative moment in my life or something that shaped my personal palate, like this is giving that. Like definitely. I'm looking forward to this one. This one's gonna be good. I can already tell. Mm. Oh yeah, definitely. Mm. I absolutely love this one. Mm. Yeah. Like that's just a good sauce. Like it's not particularly hot. Which is sad because I feel like the other one was warm. Like the one before it was hotter. Has a little bit of heat, but not that much heat. Um, but damn, that is really good. Like that's a really good sauce. I wish I could figure out what that's triggering in my brain. What that's reminding me of because I can't place it at all. But it is really, really good. Like I can't even imagine. That's not gonna be good with. Mm, mm. Yeah, that gained nothing from the blue cheese, by the way. Um, it needed nothing. That needs nothing. Shout out to Neil's Real Deal sauce. Might be one of the best sauces I've ever tasted in my life. Their chimichurri habanero. Um, it's definitely got that herbiness of a normal chimichurri. Um, what is in this? Oh, it's got cucumber in it. That's a part of what I was missing there. I was getting that note, but I couldn't place it. Um, so it's red wine vinegar, cucumber, habanero pepper, jalapenos, lemon juice, onion, cauliflower. That's weird because I hate cauliflower, but that's good. Extra virgin olive oil, garlic, parsley, cilantro, sea salt, water, dried ghost pepper, garlic powder, oregano, black pepper, and then yeah. Oh, the rest are in Spanish. It's the same thing. Yeah, that's so good. I think that cucumber note is what I was missing there. I wasn't picking that up. Like, I mean, I was getting it, but I didn't know what it was. I couldn't place it. That's so good. That might be one of the best sauces. Oh, and by the way, that is a late game heat right there. I literally read off the entire ingredient list before I started to feel that one. And I think that's cumulative because it still doesn't feel like it would be very hot to begin with. But like I am feeling it a little bit like after the fact. In the back, like right here underneath my like in the back of my throat and then a little bit on the back of my lips and then obviously on the tip of the tongue. Um God, that's really good. Mm. All right. Now we have their last of their hot ones, sweet Scotch bonnet, tropical amarillo. So that's gonna be the last one of their signature sauces till we get to the last two, which is our last dabs. Um, so this one is one of the ones that was in their lineup. So let's see what they have to say about their tropical amarillo one. This would have been their number 6. It's our number 9. Let's see here. Hot Ones Tropical Amarillo comes in at 69,000 Scoville units. Tropical Amarillo is back to usher us into the back half of the lineup. Inspired by Caribbean flavors It blends tropical fruit with citrusy Scotch bonnet and fatali heat. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's fatal heat. Like I don't know. It sounds Caribbean. Um, yeah. So this one should be good. It's another Scotch bonnet one, so I'm ready for it to be a lot hotter. Scotch bonnet's a dry. Hey, come on, hot ones! I was praising you earlier for your perforations being useful. Don't let me down. There we go. Have to go from the bottom up on this one. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's weird. It's definitely got. That's giving like Christmas vibes. That's weird. There's something in there that shares with a lot of uh Christmas scents, like cinnamon, or like nutmeg or something like that. Like it's got that same kind of like oh maybe it's like clove, like it's like a spice scent, something like that. Um, but yeah, it's the primary scent note for this is whatever that is, and it like I said, it gives Christmassy vibe when you smell it, which is fitting for this time of year. All right, that's probably too much, but that's okay. This one's really thick. Might be one of the thickest sauces so far, other than my buffalo sauce. All right, here we go. Again, another Scotch bonnet one. So be ready for this one to hit a little harder than it normally would otherwise, I think. Hmm. This one's weird because none of the flavors are forward heavy. Like right when you put it in your mouth, you almost don't taste anything. Oh, it's got like a curry flavor to it. Hmm. Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. It's a very curry. So probably has like some of those like clove and like curry spices. Ooh, that's hot. That one is hot. It reminds me of a good hot Indian curry. Like if you go to, take out Indian or something like that, and you just get like a chicken curry. This is what that reminds me of. Very good. Oh, that's really good. I've never had curry and cheese together. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely got curry vibes, and I'm about it. I love a good curry. Curry is one of my favorite foods in the world, and ooh, that one's good. It's hot. I like that one. That's a good medium, like medium level heat. Like that's not, "Ooh, I'm dying. Oh my god, I need like," but it's also not like, that's nothing. Like it's something. It hits. I'm feeling it on my lips a bit. I'm gonna when I go to wash out these bowls again after this next one, I'm gonna get a glass of milk because I'm starting to feel it. It's good. I like it, but I'm starting to sweat a bit. I'm feeling it under my eyes. and then, like I said, on my lips. So, mm, yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm feeling it, but it's good. That one's good. I like that. It's not as good as Neil's Real Deal. Let's come back to that. Worship that one for a minute because that's so good. One of the best sauces I've ever tasted. Um, yeah. Ooh, I should have done this faster. I'm starting to feel that cumulative buildup as it lingers on my mouth. I'm also starting to realize why they probably keep hot ones under like a half hour or whatever, because nobody wants to sit with this on their mouth for that long. Ooh, all right. This one would have been their number 7. Oh God. Oh, I'm not happy about this. No, I'm not. I mean, I am now, but I won't be after the next one. This one's gonna have me feeling it for sure. Added to what I'm already feeling, like I am sweaty. I'm feeling it a bit. Um, but the next one is the bomb, and I'm not looking forward to that. This one, oh, I didn't even read what it is. It's called Hawaiian Hot Teas. Is the brand, and this is called POG Squared. It has 110,000 Scoville units. It says, help us give a warm, spicy welcome to newcomers, Hawaiian hot teas from Oahu. Their debut sauce, POG Squared, is a bold, pepper forward remix of Hawaii's beloved passion fruit, orange, guava juice, plus the fiery punch of ghost and scorpion peppers. Ooh, we're getting into the scorpion peppers. That's gonna be fun. And ghost pepper is not always that enjoyable either. Both are hot. Both are gonna leave a little bit of pain in my mouth. So, huh, let's do that one for the. I'm rationing my chicken over here, by the way, to try to determine which one's the smallest because I want that one to be the bomb, and then I want 2 small ones for the last dab. All right, I think this is my biggest one. We'll do this one on there. Ooh. Either way, I ate some really small ones early on in this challenge, and I'm regretting it. Ooh, there's like actual sweat dripping down my face right now. Nose is running. Not quite to the point where I need to blow it, but I can feel it in the back of my throat, like as it's wanting to start dripping, which is annoying. Okay. I don't even know how I want to do this. Smells good. There's definitely a sweetness to this one. The guava and the passion fruit. Hmm. This one's gonna be good, but it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be like mango habanero in reminiscence, I think. Probably way too sweet, actually, which is what I don't like about mango habanero sauce, is that it's usually too much mango, not enough habanero. Um, and I have a feeling this is gonna repeat that mistake of being too many fruit and sweet flavors and not enough heat. So we'll see how it goes. All right, that's probably good for that. All right, here we go. Hawaiian hot teas POG squared. Mm, that was a bigger bite than I wanted. Mm, mm. Just like I thought. Too much fruit, Too much sweet. The heat comes in at the end. It's hot. Like it's definitely got some heat, but the pepper's lost in the amount of sweetness here. Um, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Phew. I think that those who enjoy mango habanero and things like that would really enjoy this one. The heat on that one's hot, and it comes in at the end. Like I said, after all that sweet and after all the other flavors, like you just it burns. Phew. We're obviously the back third of this thing here. I'm glad I'm getting some milk after this because I'm gonna need it going into the bomb. I can already feel my mouth on fire. It really hurts. Um, it's painful, but it's really good. All these are delicious, by the way. Wow, that's toasty. All right, I'm gonna go wash these out, get some milk. We'll be back, and we will suffer together through the bomb. I'll be right back. Whew. All right, we got our milk. It was desperately needed. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Like that's for sure. Ooh. Ugh. All right. Phew. And yes, I am stalling, by the way. I'm not looking forward to this next one. Having tried the bomb Beyond Insanity, I know exactly what the bomb is capable of. However, I have had the bomb Beyond Insanity multiple times, and I know exactly how that experience goes. When you have the bomb Beyond Insanity, it tastes like eating a car battery. There's a painful, burning, almost electric taste to it that is unpleasant, to say the least. It tastes terrible and it feels worse. And that lasts about 15 minutes, during which there is no cure. No amount of milk, no amount of bread, no amount of anything that you can think of helps with Beyond Insanity. I am terrified about this one because I don't actually know what it's going to be like. I know that with Beyond Insanity, after the 15 minutes is up, it basically just wears away. It's done. All you have to do is just not cry for 15 minutes with Beyond Insanity, and you can still come out of it looking at least a little manly. Um, this, I don't know anything about this one. I got to imagine it's got to be at least as bad, if not. Oh my god, this is so thick. That was the other thing about the Beyond Insanity that I kind of had forgotten about is how thick it is. It's like a paste. It's so thick. Like you guys, I don't even know if I can get this close enough to where you can see. Like that's tilted up and that's not running out of that top of that bottle. Like it just it's so thick. I don't even know. Uh, I mean, depends. I mean, first time, nobody wants a thick one the first time. I can't even get this to pour out. Like, this is death in a bottle, is what this is. Come on. Oh, I missed. I'm gonna end up with like way too much. Oh my god, it smells like the bomb. This is that same scent that my whole apartment smelled like after I broke the bottle. Like literally flooded the whole living room because I was packing up all my stuff to move and I put all my sauces in one box and then the bottom broke out of the box because I didn't plan well. And the bomb broke and got everywhere. Like, ugh, I can taste it. Like there's like a PTSD response to this stuff. It smells the same, by the way. I did not Obsessively. Where'd I put the lid? Oh god, I'm gonna live with this forever. I don't understand. Where did I put that lid? Well, guess I can't eat this one. I don't have a lid. That's weird. I don't know where I put the lid to this one. Oh, there it is. Ugh. Oh, man. Ugh. It's so thick. I don't want to put it in my mouth. Why am I doing this to myself? Oh, that's right. Woman I love got me hot sauces because she likes to see me suffer. Ugh. Only the bad ones say that. All right. Let's say a little prayer that I don't die. Mm. I will probably remove my glasses after this one. Because I'm gonna be wiping at my face like crazy because I'm gonna be sweating so much. Oh, I should read the bomb. I should read what they have to write about it. Let's see here. The bomb evolution, 135,600 Scoville units. Yeah. Keen eyes will have clocked the different bottle by now. Our all natural version of Da Bomb from the makers of Beyond Insanity that's equally potent without the extract. This is where things take a turn. When I watched the show and they switched over to Da Bomb Evolution, I was upset. They had done so many seasons where it was Da Bomb Beyond Insanity, and it was almost as iconic with that in their number 8 slot as their logo or their own, the last dab, like Da Bomb became synonymous with Hot Ones. Um, and so when they changed it, I personally felt a little cheated. This right here will be the defining moment of whether or not I was right to feel cheated or if it was just, me clinging to a specific format. Um, Having tried Beyond Insanity, I know what that's like. We will now know what evolution is like, and I will be able to tell you if they're similar, different, same heat, different heat, whatever. Like I'll be able to tell you if this does justice to the bomb Beyond Insanity, the iconic classic number 8 seat for Hot Ones. This will determine whether or not they robbed us of what could be good reactions from celebrities or gave us something that maybe is better. Like if this is worse than the Beyond Insanity, then I'm not going to complain that they changed it. If it's not as hot or as bad or as painful, I'm going to be a little upset though. Part of me just wants to eat this whole thing in one bite. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to want to try this one with blue cheese. I really, really, really wish I had a smaller bite. My mouth is like, so much saliva in preparation for what I know is going to be the worst 15 minutes ever. All right, here we go. So much to eat in one bite, though. All right, I can do this. Oh, fuck. Mm, mm. On the plus side, this tastes better than Beyond Insanity. Mm. Ugh. Mm. Mm. I'm just gonna sit with this one for a minute. Oh, not sweet, not nice. Nothing about that is nice. Oh my god. Mm. And now we start the 15 minutes of pain. Like right now is where it starts. And with Beyond Insanity, for 15 minutes, there's nothing that can be done about it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so painful. All right, somebody asked me a question. I'm ready to answer. Fuck, that hurts. No, I'm not. I don't know any answers to anything. My brain feels like fog. Oh my god. Oh. I'm gonna need so much more milk. Oh, I got bread. I'm gonna go get bread and milk. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Bread and milk. More paper towels. Oh fuck. What? No, I totally didn't just bring the entire half gallon out here to survive this nightmare situation. And I didn't grab like a quarter of a loaf of bread either. Mm. Holy crap. She must. I can't believe she bought me this. torture me like that. Ugh. On the plus side, it's already getting better. It's not as bad as the Beyond Insanity. Oh my god. Beyond Insanity was exactly 15 minutes of just insufferable like torture. It was the worst. But it eventually wore off. This one seems to have worn off kind of by now. I know, right? She probably did it for all the times that I had to win an argument. You think by now I would have learned to just let her win? Oh my god, where's my Kleenex? Whew. All right, well that wasn't so bad. I mean, it hurt like crazy, but it didn't last as long. Ugh. Right? And that's the thing is she mirrored her revenge as a Christmas gift. She's like, "Merry Christmas, I love you, now suffer." Ooh. Might have to take back her Christmas gifts and get her something torturous like this. Whew. All right. Whew. All right. That wasn't as bad as it would have normally been. Yeah. The difference between her and I is even if I didn't like spicy foods, which I do, I love them. Even if I wasn't a fan of hot ones, which I am, I love it. Um, I would have still done this if she bought them for me. If I bought her this set, she would eat like the first one and she wouldn't go any further. Mm. Mm-mm. Maybe before she had kids, when she was cool and liked hot foods. For sure. Okay. Well, let's move on from that. That was way I'm sorry. I will never be okay with this change. Um, Beyond Insanity is way worse than Evolution. So, Hot Ones, I'm sorry, but you're doing us a disservice. Go back to Da Bomb, um, Beyond Insanity. It's way worse. It's way more painful. It's way more torturous. It hurts more. It lasts longer. Everything about it was worse than Da Bomb Evolution. So, yeah. I mean, I guess if we don't really want to torture celebrities to the point where they want to die, this is probably a better choice. But I think part of the fun of your show is that they genuinely have to struggle and it's painful. And it makes those of us who don't make millions of dollars for doing basically nothing feel better when these pathetic celebrities are suffering. So, um, yeah, that wasn't that bad, actually. I'm glad that's over. I should go put the milk back in the fridge because if it gets warm, I won't drink it. I will when I change out the bowls. All right, here we are at their number 9. Wait, yeah. What does that make that for us? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is our 12. Oh yeah, we're 3 ahead because we have 3 different sauces. But we have 4, but we haven't gotten to the 4th one yet. Okay, so our 12, they're 9. Cool. Yeah, if you ever want to know any secrets, now's the time to ask them, babe. Just so you know, my brain is addled to say the least. Um, having a hard time concentrating, to be honest. Mouth is on fire. But that's the whole point of the show is to ask questions while you're trying just to survive. This one is called, or this is number 9, Karma Sauce is the brand. It's true, but I'm just saying if there's something that you always wanted to know and I maybe haven't told you yet, you want an honest, straightforward, no pre-thinking it or overthinking it answer, now's the time to do it. Sorry, number 9, Karma Sauce, Funkin' Yellow. So, let's put this in perspective. Da Bomb Evolution, 135,600 Scoville units. This one, 670,000 Scoville units. That's true. Uh, I can type them out to you. Except for I don't know that I could type right now, to be honest. If we keep them PG-13, it should be fine. Let's see here. Mm. Yeah, 670,000 Scoville units. That's like 6 times as much as the bomb evolution. I don't put a whole lot of stock in Scoville as a heat measurement for like how much it's gonna hurt or how long it lingers or anything like that. Um, but it's a good point of reference. So yeah, this one's gonna be a bit higher than that. Oh, I should read their description. I knew I was forgetting something. Rochester, New York Legends Karma Sauce returns with a super hot yellow Moraga scorpion pepper sauce blended with fatili pepper, lime juice, sugar, and spices. A citrusy flamethrower perfect for wing night or big batch cooking. So, at least this one references wings. So many of them don't even talk about being used on wings. I'm like, that's like what everybody's going to use them on. What else do you put hot sauce on, really? I mean, honestly. I mean, this one's a thin one, though. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about a thick paste. All right. Ooh, this one smells mean, though. I don't like it. No, not nice. You know what's weird? Is like when I won't eat something, like cauliflower, for instance, because of my autism or whatever. Like, there's some things that like I get it in my mind, and I'm like, I can't eat that. A lot of autistic people are very picky about how they eat and what they eat and things like that. And I have that a little bit, but it's counteracted by the fact that one of my hyperfixations in my life has always been food. I am fat. I like to eat and I enjoy food. I enjoy the science of food. I enjoy the experience of eating, like different flavors, different textures. Like as long as they're not off-putting textures, like I don't like tapioca, like I don't like cauliflower, things like that. Like I don't like okra because it's got terrible texture. Like as long as it's not a severely off-putting texture or a strong, I don't like durian fruit. I don't like strong flavored things that are like really, really strong. Um, but things like this would be normally very difficult, I think, for most autistic people to do. Um, but because I enjoy like the hot sauces, like experiencing them, it triggers my collection obsession. Like now I own all these bottles of hot sauce. That in and of itself is a great like thing for me. I own thousands of books and thousands of games and a bunch of paints and now a bunch of hot sauces and, things like I like to collect things, and experiencing them as part of that. I would love to get season 27, that would be great. Um, but experiencing that, like I've read every book that I own. I have, used every paint that I've bought. I've, played every game that I own. And now, I have eaten every sauce that I own, and I can tell you about it. It lets me nerd out about my fixations a bit. It lets me go into depth, and I mean, even in this video, I mean, we're at an hour and 45 minutes, and all I've done is talk about each of these sauces and gone into detail about what I thought about them and why they were or weren't good, or why they didn't belong in the level that they are. Um, and it really is quite enjoyable from an autistic perspective. Like, it checks all my boxes. And I really, really like that. Like, it's just one of the things that makes this such a great gift is that not only do I get to enjoy eating them and eating chicken with great sauces on it and having fun making a video where I suffer and everybody gets to watch me suffer, um, but I get to experience something that I'm passionate about, and get to talk about it, get to dissect each one of these flavors and each one of these sauces, and go into detail about why I like them or why I don't like them. And that's really rewarding for me in a way that a lot of things aren't. So, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on like that. So here we go. Karma sauce, funkin' hot. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Whew. Mm, that's funkin' hot. Holy crap. Right off the bat, very hot. Mm, mm. Ooh, ooh. So, yeah, this one's a fun one. I like this one. It's interesting because it's not super bad, but it's like interesting. But their description of it is really great. It says it's not just funkin' hot. It's a flavored jam of citrusy, fatally, euphoric yellow, moraga heat, and fused with sorry, it's really hard to read this. Sorry. Infused with aromatic herbs and spices. Funken means to spark in German. So the burn builds like a baseline, but the finish, it's electric. That's that's what it feels like too. Like it's building, but it's a steady build. It doesn't ramp up too fast like Da Bomb. Da Bomb hits too quick. That's what makes it unbearable and unpleasant. Although this one is much more flavorful than the other one. I guess it's because it doesn't have just the raw extract in it like the original Da Bomb did, or Beyond Insanity. I don't know if that was their original one, but one that they used on Hot Ones for a long time. Um, it's too hot, too acidic, too instant, and it's unpleasant. This one is good. It builds. It's hot. Like it is hot. But you can tell I'm not dying. I It's like a frog slowly being boiled to death as you slowly turn up the heat 1 degree at a time. Um Eventually it's just going to boil to death, and it never jumped out because it got used to the water as it got hotter and hotter. And that's how I feel about this one. Is like I got used to it as it ramped up. It didn't hit all at once. Um, I can't imagine this is gonna be great with blue cheese, but I keeping with my um format, we're gonna try it and see what we got. Mm, mhm. I really like that one. It's funny because they say on the bottle, they're like, "Have a fridge full of forgotten sauces. You'll keep coming back to karma. Handmade to be perfectly balanced with complexity you'll crave. Every meal deserves to be the best." And I think they're right. I don't think that's idle bragging. I don't think that's any kind of like arrogance at all. Like I feel like that's earned. That's deserved. Um I absolutely would keep coming back to this sauce. It's really good. It's got a great flavor and a good heat. Like this is a hot sauce. This is easily as hot as the bomb. But like I said, it doesn't hit you all at once. Like I'm feeling it. It hurts, but I got to build up to it and it's really good. The flavors are really good. That's a good sauce. Mm, good job, Karma sauce. Rochester, New York. Shout out. They know how to do their sauces up there. That's good. Um, God, I hope they see this. They won't because I'm a nobody with like 12 followers. But someday, maybe somebody will tell them like, "Hey, this random guy shouted you out because your sauce is awesome." Um, yeah, that was really good. Mm. All right, guys. I don't know which of these is technically supposed to be hotter, the Last Dab Experience or the Last Dab Thermageddon. Um, this says in the description that it's the hottest Last Dab yet. So we're gonna do this one last, which is what I was planning on doing anyway. Um, this is just a little bottle of the Last Dab Experience. I really liked the Last Dab Apollo, which is the only Last Dab I've tasted, by the way. It was really good. Never really felt like it hit as hard as the bomb, which always made me kind of upset because even with an extra dab on it, it just wasn't that hot. And so, I mean, it's hot. It wasn't as hot as the bomb Beyond Insanity. And so I was always a little disappointed. So I'm hopeful that this one and the Thermageddon one will be hotter than the Apollo was. I feel bad this video is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I'm not gonna get to play much Minecraft with Nevaeh tonight. But hopefully she'll enjoy watching this video at least. Ooh, this one's thick too. It's like the bomb. It's really thick. Oh my god, that might be thicker than the bomb. I think we're gonna have to just kind of paint this on there. Okay. Oh, interesting. It coagulates. That's a less than enjoyable texture. Like the stuff at the bottom is a lot thinner, but that stuff at the top had coagulated into a very thick paste. try to get some of that thicker stuff mixed in and try to like get that over the bottom because I didn't put very much on the bottom because it was so thick on the top. Oh, the smell of this one is terrible, by the way. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my god, that smells awful. That smells worse than the bomb. This one doesn't have a descriptor because it's the one that came with the set, but I can try to read this to you guys. It's very small. It says, "Welcome to the experience, Spice Lords. The most extreme version of the last dab sauce we've ever made. The main ingredient, Smokin' Ed Curry's Pepper X, is officially the world's hottest chili, and we've pushed it to the max. Add a dab to your favorite foods and live the hot ones tradition." Well, I have officially covered a chicken bite from Dave's Hot Chicken. No seasoning, just their base chicken, which is actually pretty bland. I'm gonna take this moment. Dave's Hot Chicken. I mean, come on, really? No seasoning in your breading at all? Like, I get it. I asked for no spice, but I thought that meant like no hot seasoning, not no flavor at all. I didn't think you just give me a plain chicken bite that you dredged in flour and breaded and then fried, like with no seasoning, like not even any salt. Like, come on, people. Um, but I guess it's perfect for something like this where I'm trying to do a bunch of sauces. They don't. I got no spice because I didn't want their seasoning to interfere with the flavor of the sauces. Um, but yeah, do better, Dave's Hot Chicken. Come on. Every chicken breading should have at least some seasoning in the flour. If you don't, doing it wrong. And that's been a public service announcement and a stall for time because I really don't want to put this in my mouth. Oh, here we go. Mm, mm. I don't like that at all. Mm. There literally isn't anything about that that I like. It's hot. It heats fast like the bomb. It tastes worse than the bomb. I'm not even gonna eat the second half of that. Oh, I have to for continuity of how much of this we're eating. Ugh, it tastes so bad. You don't even know. Like, oh, I better eat it before I drink it. Oh, I took such a small bite. It's really gross. I don't like it at all. Ugh, I don't like it. Mm. What is that? Mm. Ugh. There's something in this in the ingredients. Doesn't even say. Terrible. I'm never gonna get the flavor of this one out of my mouth. I can already tell. Oh, it's bad when you're drinking milk more to get the flavor out than the heat. Like, yeah, a little bit of the heat because it is hot. But God, I just don't want to taste this anymore. Ugh. 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 Terrible. And hot. Terrible and hot. Two terrible combinations. Ugh. Why? Why is that a thing? Ugh. My God. That one's hot. It's hotter than the bomb. That's for sure. Holy Christ. You know what sucks is whatever season had this one on it, that would have been the end. The person would have been done. They'd have been celebrating. They'd have been like throwing a party, like, oh God, I survived. But I have one more. Oh, mm, that hurts. Hot. Ugh. I don't think this bread's helping, like at all. They say bread's supposed to help because it absorbs the oils and seasonings and stuff that's on your tongue. And then when you swallow it, it keeps it out of your mouth. It's supposed to help with the pain in your tongue and your mouth. I don't know if that's true. It's definitely not working right now. Mm. Just really giving that time to like process. Mm. That's not enjoyable. Mm. Oh. Huh. All right. Well, that one was painful. It took a little while to wear down a bit to the point where like I can feel my face again. Hopefully, this one tastes as good as the Apollo did. The last dab Apollo was so good. The last dab experience was awful. I will never eat that again. By the way, oh, I'm starting to get the hiccups. I can feel it in the back of my throat. I feel like if I were to do this before I went to work, I could be like arrested for like negligence or something if somebody died while I'm at work. Because I certainly wouldn't. Mm, I certainly wouldn't be able to catch if somebody is dying right now. My brain is in a fog. Whew. Definitely one of those things medical professionals should not do before work. Mm. I'm not gonna bother to go rinse this out because I can't imagine this one's that much different. But I'm not gonna rub this next one around in it, so I'm gonna try to spread it evenly while I'm pouring. And this one might be a little lighter sauce than some of the others have been as a result. This one still looks thick. It smells almost the exact same. Oh, it's like the last dab part two. The last dab revenge. Come on. Gotta get past that like thick coagulated part. Now I know why so many people end up accidentally putting so much on when they're doing a last dab is because it starts out so thick and then eventually get to this thinner stuff that comes out so fast. All right. Oh, I didn't read their description of their demon sauce here. Should definitely do that. We wouldn't want to miss the opportunity to hear what they have to say about their sauce. Number 10, Hot Ones, The Last Dab Thermageddon. I'm blocking my face here. That seems like poor theater skills. You're supposed to always make sure you're open to the camera, right? Let's see here. This one says Scoville heat units to be determined. They don't even know. It's too many. They can't calculate. It's like a blood sugar over 1,000. You can't calculate it. Um, whew. Says your climb up Mount Scoville reaches its peak with the last dab Thermageddon. Developed alongside Smokin' Ed Curry, this molten masterpiece unites four of the hottest peppers on the planet: Pepper X, Apollo, Carolina Reaper, and Scorpion. It's the ultimate endgame for heat seekers. This camera, this camera, this camera. Well, Apparently, if I finish this, I get a chance to tell the world what I've got going on in my life. Chances are I'm gonna be dead, so it won't matter. The last dab experience just says for ingredients. Oh god, I got it on my skin. That's gonna burn. The ingredients for this one just says pepper X, pepper, distilled vinegar, pepper X powder, and pepper X distillate. So it's just like pepper X, pepper X, pepper X. This one is pepper X, Apollo pepper, Carolina Reaper pepper, and scorpion pepper. So this is gonna be a lot worse. And I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, this might be my last chance to say I love you and goodbye forever. Oh, I'm gonna die. This is gonna be bad. Hey, what's the point if I can't be a little dramatic about it, right? This one tastes better. A little bit, not a lot. It's still got that same gross, like sweet, sickly sweet flavor. Mm. It's smokier, which I like. Mm. Mm. It doesn't taste as good though. It's even way. It somehow tastes worse than the experience. Mm. Mm-mm. I don't like that. Mm. I don't like that flavor at all. No, that flavor is disgusting. Oh my god! And here comes the heat. It's all late game heat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mm. Don't lean your head back. Oh, all that saliva went down the back of my throat. Now my throat's on fire. Mm. Oh my. Mm. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that really hurts. Mm. Mm. I don't think so. Oh, that's so painful. Mm. That hurts so much. Ugh. Oh, that makes me. Oh, wow, that is terrible. Dude, I would go back to my childhood and let my stepdad slap me across the room for a while if it made this pain go away. Shit, that is painful. Oh, God. Oh, it hurts so bad. My tongue is like, oh, I can't even. I think you'd be okay with the first four. I think you could handle my buffalo sauce, at least with this batch anyway. But after that, I think you'd probably struggle a bit. Mm. Mm. That's weird because the last dab, both of the last dabs tasted worse and were more painful than the bomb. But I would still eat either one of them instead of the bomb because the experience, even though like taste for taste, the bomb's better. Pain for pain, the bomb is better. But the overall experience of it, the bomb was the worst one by far. And I think that that is because it hits you all at once. There's no ramp up, there's no build up, there's no delay, there's nothing. The second that that touches your mouth, you are dying and it lasts. Milk doesn't help. I just drank an entire half gallon of milk. Yes, I did. And I'm kind of regretting that I'm out of milk now. Oh, I do have chocolate milk that the love of my life sent me the other day. I'll probably drink that too. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Well, holy crap. Mm. That's the season 28 lineup plus the three extra sauces from their gift pack. Ow. Oh my God, that's hot. Oh, that saliva just went down the back of my throat. Mm. Anyone with acid reflux disease or who's ever had like really bad heartburn is gonna know exactly what that feels like. That acid in the back of your throat burns. Oh, that hurt. Ugh. I'm gonna have to take some antacids because this is gonna hurt tonight. Luckily, I am not sleeping until like 6 or 7 in the morning because I have to work tomorrow night. So if I laid down right now, I think that all of the acid in my stomach would just eat a hole in me and come out through the back. Ooh. All right, like I said, season 28 lineup for Hot Ones challenge. Plus, there are three sauces: the classic, buffalo sauce, and the last dab experience. And my what I'm calling a level 5 buffalo sauce. Um, yeah, that was rough. That hurt actually a lot. but it was fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me suffer. I think that the best reaction was from the bomb. I think that that was the one that hit me the hardest. Those two last dab ones were pretty bad too. So, and they tasted awful, by the way. Hot ones, I get it. You've got a reputation to uphold. You want it to be hot. You want it to be painful, but the Apollo tasted good and was hot. These ones are just hot, and they don't taste good. So, two better. Um, Favorite sauce? Oh yeah, by far was Neil's Real Deal, the chimichurri habanero sauce. Go out and get yourself a bottle of this. I don't care if you're a hot sauce fan or what. Don't if you don't want to do the whole lineup, don't. Do yourself a favor though and get this sauce. It's got a good heat. It's got a great herby flavor, and it just reminds me of something good that happened in my life. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's got cucumber in it, which gives it like a freshness. Wish I knew what this was triggering in my memory. Something I clearly blocked out. Maybe it's something traumatic. Maybe I don't want to remember. Um, I don't know, but it's giving good vibes, and I loved this sauce. So go out and get this sauce. Neil's Real Deal. They are the real deal. All right, guys. Well, that's where I'm gonna end this stream. Thanks for watching me suffer. What do I got going on in my life? Not much. Just a lot of work. Working the next few days. Christmas Eve, Christmas, and what I have dubbed Christmas morrow, the day after Christmas. Then I get a little bit of time up until I think I get 2 days off, and then I work through New Year's. Um, and then I have a couple days off, like the second through the fifth. During that time off, once January starts, I'm going to be getting back into my stream, so I'll be doing that. I should be getting back into Enshrouded. There are a few new games coming out, or that might have already come out that I would like to try and stream as well. So you might see me playing some new games. And then of course I'll always be playing Minecraft with Nevea because that is one of my favorite things in the whole world to do. So have a good night, everyone, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.